All right, folks, week number 10 of the 100-Day Lion Diet Challenge. We're coming up on officially the 3/4 mark of the journey. And guess what? Another freaking obstacle is in the way. I'm moving cross country. But that doesn't stop me. The diet doesn't break just because I'm moving. The diet doesn't stop. The mission doesn't end just because I'm moving, right? Why should it? Why should it matter? Well, variables occur, changes happen, Maybe there's an excuse or a reason. I feel pressure, I feel stressed. I need to eat something else. Fuck no. Where am I moving to? Well, I'm going back to Mexico, but I'm staging first in Texas. South Texas, to be exact. San Antonio. And what was my first order of business upon arrival? Headed to H-E-B to check it out. H-E-B, if you don't know, is one of the largest, if not the largest, grocery store chains in Texas. Now, growing up here as a kid, because my mother and her family moved here when she was a child, is where she grew up, so I spent a lot of time here throughout my life. H-E-B is where we went. Now, it was a much different place back then, but it's evolved over the years, and it's certainly caught up to the competition and is extremely competitive with the likes of your Whole Foods, your Erewhons, and Sprouts and whatnot, to where I'd say, H-E-B, you guys kill it. I love y'all. So when I got there, I was like, oh my God, look at this meat section. It is just massive, massive. Beautiful butcher counter, tons and tons of great selection, just wow. All the cuts, everything was like, it was like a museum being in this place. I was so taken back. Not to mention the prices. So their standard select, or choice, rather I should say, USDA choice brisket, $3.99 a pound. Their select brisket, $4.99 a pound. Their grass-fed and finished brisket, $6.99 a pound. Their prime brisket, $7.99 a pound. And their Wagyu Mishima Reserve brisket, $8.99 a pound. Talk about amazing. I was like, well, shoot, I thought I was doing well with picanha and chuck roast in Miami and New York, but now we're looking at brisket for $3.99 a pound. Whew. That's hard to say no to. Even though it's choice, I'm still like, hey, whatever. And if I want to splurge and get brisket prime for $7.99, or even more splurge and get Japanese Wagyu Mishima Reserve, yeah, for $8.99 a pound, I obliged their pricing and I indulged heavily. It's so cool too, because the meats there at H-E-B in San Antonio off Military Highway, Castle Hills, some of the coolest and most friendly butchers I've ever met. James and Jordan and Soltero, you guys, I love y'all, man. Y'all are so polite, so friendly, so accommodating to me and my specific requests of, can I get a picanha exactly 20 ounces? Can I get a brisket cut exactly this way off the fat cap with all the fat on it? Don't trim anything. I want the decal exactly 24 ounces, exactly 32 ounces. You guys were amazing, are amazing. Thank you. I can't wait to be back there to see y'all soon, because I got everything custom cut from these guys. Not from the shelves, even though the stuff on the shelf was amazing, but every single morning I would go there and get a fresh cut. Here you go, Jake, how's that one? Perfect, perfect on the scale. Bam. That's artistry at work. Know your butchers, guys. Get to know them. These are true preparers of food and masters of chopping beef. Like, it's an incredible thing to watch take place as well too. So what a show. And then getting to cook outside at my cousin's house on the open flame flat top grill that we have back there. It was just like being back in Texas, cliche as it sounds. I was back on the frontier and I felt like it. So much love to my cousin for his accommodation and hospitality of me being at his house. We cooked several meals together, ate together, shared meals together. Didn't even use plates or anything like that. We just literally put the meat from the grill to the cutting board and the big butcher block at home. Otherwise cooked it on the flat top grills at home with the big extractor and vented the house out. But it was so cool being there. So thank you, Kyle. I love you, man. Appreciate you letting me stay at your place and I don't want to say breaking bread, cutting meat with you. And again, big shout out to the guys at H-E-B, because wow, talk about an incredible selection, amazingly friendly and top-notch service, and prices pretty darn hard to beat. So the hardest part about all that, honestly, was for me trying not to overeat, literally, because I'd go there and just be like, God, I don't know if I should get brisket, chuck roast, arrachera, Mexican style grilled steak, picanha, because their prime picanhas were so beautiful and they had them all the time. I was like a kid in a candy store. to use that phrase. But literally, I didn't know what to get. So there was days when I was trying to OMAD, I broke the OMAD, I didn't OMAD, I ate more. I bought some of their fresh tallow that they have there at HEB too. Love that stuff as well. But wow. Summary of all that, it didn't matter that I was moving. If anything, I took advantage of the move and used it as exciting. I used it as exploratory, adventurous. Curiosity became the front foot of my mission, meaning like, wow, I'm in a new place. There's new people, there's new sights, there's new sounds, new smells. Let's get a lay of this new land and check it out. And sure enough, that's what I did. Every day, I'd walk to the gym, I'd walk from the gym to HEB, get my cuts of beef, smile on my face on the way home, prepare the food, and then maybe I'd go back, maybe I wouldn't. But nonetheless, the mission was 100 days of the Lion Diet. This was week number 10. I was not going to break for any reason just because I was moving across country. I kept to the diet, I kept to my principles, I've enjoyed it, and I've embraced the new environment with arms wide open. So this 100 days, it's a purpose, it's a priority, and I made it that way, and you can too.